She gave me the silent treatment for 2 weeks to punish me for working late. So I gave her a permanent one. Now her mom's calling about her not eating, but my numbers changed and she's just a memory. Hey viewers, before we move on to the video, please make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button if you want to see more stories like this. Thanks. I, 32M, need to get this off my chest, Reddit. It's been a couple of years now, and I've finally pieced it all together into something that makes sense. AITA for giving my ex the ultimate silent treatment after she weaponized it against me one too many times? Spoiler, I don't think so. But you be the judge. This story's long, but trust me, the payoff is worth it. Buckle up. Let me start from the beginning. I met Emily, 30F, back in college. She was this vibrant graphic designer type, always sketching ideas, full of energy, the kind of person who could light up a room with her laugh. I was studying software engineering, the steady, behind-the-scenes guy who liked building things that worked. We clicked instantly. She said I grounded her, made her feel safe. I said she brought color to my world. Cheesy, right? But it was real. We dated for 4 years, moved in together after graduation, and built what I thought was a solid life. I was the loyal one, no question. I turned down a killer job offer in another state because she was just starting her freelance career and didn't want to uproot. I covered rent when her gigs dried up, cooked dinners after my long days at the office, and listened for hours when she vented about clients or her creative blocks. Hell, I even learned Photoshop basics to help her with projects on weekends. I wasn't perfect, nobody is, but I showed up. Every day, I prioritized us, even when work got intense. My job as a developer meant deadlines that didn't care about date nights, but I'd always make it up to her. Flowers, surprise trips, whatever it took. But Emily had this habit. She'd withhold affection to punish me for stuff she deemed unacceptable. It started small. Like, if I forgot to text her during a busy day, she'd go cold for an evening. Short answers, no eye contact, sleeping on the edge of the bed. I'd apologize, even if I didn't fully get what I'd done wrong, and things would thaw. Over time, it escalated. One time, early in our relationship, I missed a minor detail about our anniversary plans. I thought we were doing dinner at home, but she'd hinted at a fancy restaurant. Boom, 3 days of silence. No talking, no touching, just this icy wall. I'd come home, and the apartment felt like a freezer. Emily, what's going on? I'd ask, and she'd just stare at her laptop, pretending I wasn't there. I remember that one vividly. It was our second year together. I'd been slammed with a project at work, pulling 12-hour days to meet a launch deadline. I got home exhausted, excited to see her, and she wouldn't even look up from her sketchpad. Hey babe, rough day? I tried. Nothing. I sat next to her on the couch, and she shifted away, like I was invisible. That night, she slept with her back to me, and when I reached out, she pulled the covers tighter. The next morning, same thing. Coffee made only for herself. Door slammed on her way out. I racked my brain. What did I do? Finally, on day 3, she broke it with a sigh. You forgot the restaurant reservation. I shouldn't have to beg for attention, Alex. This is how it feels when you ignore me. I apologized profusely, even though I'd been the one communicating about my work stress. I booked the dinner retroactively, and we moved on. But it planted this seed of doubt in me. Was I really that neglectful? I started overcompensating, checking in more, planning ahead obsessively. Looking back, it was manipulation, pure and simple. She knew it worked because I hated conflict and just wanted harmony. It made me feel like a backup plan, like my efforts were never enough unless I danced to her tune. This pattern repeated. Another flashback. About a year ago, I worked late on a Friday, unavoidable bug in the code that could have tanked the team's weekend. I texted her updates, said I'd be home by 9. She responded with K. When I got back, the silent treatment hit full force. No hello, no dinner together. She scrolled her phone in bed, lights out early. Emily, talk to me, I said softly. She rolled over. That stretched into a week. I'd try initiating conversations. How was your day? And get monosyllables or nothing. Intimacy. Forget it. She'd flinch if I brushed her arm. It felt like emotional starvation, and I was left guessing, replaying every interaction. By week 2, I was a mess internally. Confused, hurt, questioning if I was the problem. Why punish me for providing for us? But I didn't blow up. I just endured, hoping it'd pass like always. That's who I was, committed, even when it hurt. I loved her, or thought I did. Little did I know, this time was different. She wasn't just punishing me. She was building up to discard me entirely. It all came to a head on a Sunday evening, 2 weeks into the latest silent treatment. I'd spent the day alone in the apartment, walking on eggshells, while she went out with friends. When she got back, she finally spoke, not to reconcile, but to end it. I was in the kitchen making coffee, trying to act normal, when she dropped her bag and crossed her arms. "Alex, we need to talk," she said, her tone flat, like she was discussing the weather. I turned, relieved she was speaking at all. "Yeah, absolutely. I've missed you. What's been going on?" She leaned against the counter, smirking a little, that smug look that said she held all the cards. "What's been going on is you. Again, working late, always prioritizing your job over me. I gave you the silent treatment to show you how it feels to be ignored, to be last on someone's list. But you didn't even notice enough to change." I blinked, taken aback. "Emily, I did notice. It hurt like hell. But that project was critical. I told you about it. We talked about how it could lead to a promotion, better stability for us." She laughed, a short, dismissive bark. "Us? There's no us if I'm always competing with your code. You think apologies fix it? I've been thinking, and I deserve better. Someone who gets that relationships take effort, not excuses." My stomach dropped. "What are you saying?" "I'm saying I'm done. I've met someone, Jake, from my co-working space. He's a freelancer too, but he makes time. He listens without needing lessons. Last week, while you were buried in your laptop, we grabbed coffee. It turned into more. He doesn't make me feel like a backup." Her words hit like a gut punch, but she delivered them so casually, like she was listing groceries. Smug, entitled, twisting the knife with that superior tilt to her chin. "You made me do this, Alex. Your emotional unavailability pushed me away. Jake excites me. He prioritizes me without me having to punish him for it." I stood there, processing. The hypocrisy burned. She accused me of unavailability while literally silencing me for weeks. But I didn't yell or beg. Something clicked. This wasn't love, it was control. Calmly, I nodded. "If that's how you feel, Emily, I won't stand in your way." Her eyes narrowed, like she expected a fight. "That's it. No, please don't go. You're just okay with it." "I'm respecting your decision," I said evenly, though inside I was reeling. "You want space? You've got it." She huffed, grabbing her things. "Fine. I'll pack tomorrow. Don't wait up." And just like that, she retreated to the bedroom, slamming the door. Publicly cruel? Not yet, but she'd post about it later, subtle stories on social media about finding real connection and leaving toxicity behind. Friends would like it, not knowing the full story. That night, I didn't sleep much. Confusion swirled. How had my loyalty turned into this? But by morning, a quiet resolve set in. I packed a bag while she was out, left a note dividing our shared stuff fairly, and walked away. No drama, no confrontation. I gave her the permanent silent treatment she seemed to crave, detached, disappeared. Little did she know, it was the start of my freedom. That morning, I didn't wait for her to come back. I grabbed my laptop, some clothes, and the essentials, left the rest for her to sort. I shot a quick text to my boss about needing a personal day, then drove to a hotel a few towns over. No forwarding address, no dramatic goodbye speech. Just gone. It felt surreal, like I was watching myself in a movie, but underneath the numbness, there was this tiny spark of relief. For the first time in years, I didn't have to anticipate her mood swings or decode her silences. I could just breathe. The first few days were rough, though. I holed up in that hotel room, staring at the ceiling, replaying everything. Why had I put up with it for so long? Flashbacks hit hard. All those times I'd sacrificed, skipping guys' nights to be home early, just in case she needed me, turning down overtime pay because she felt neglected last time. I'd given up a lot, thinking it built something lasting. Now it felt like I'd been pouring water into a sieve. Confusion turned to anger, then to this quiet sadness. Was I unlovable? Too boring, like she implied? I walked for hours along anonymous streets, letting the unfairness sink in. No quick rebound for me. I needed to sit with it, feel the weight before I could let it go. By week 2, I started piecing myself back together. I found a short-term rental in a mid-sized city about an hour away. Close enough for work commutes, but far enough to vanish from our old circles. I changed my number, blocked her on everything. Socials, email, even that shared streaming account. No loose ends. Therapy helped. I signed up for online sessions, where the counselor called her tactics emotional withholding, a form of abuse. It clicked. I'd been conditioned to chase her approval. "You're not the problem," she said. "Healthy love doesn't come with punishments." That shifted something in me. I hit the gym, not for revenge body vibes, but to reclaim my energy. Started hiking on weekends, coding side projects that excited me again. Work noticed. I nailed that promotion I'd mentioned, leading a team now with better pay and flexibility. Months blurred into a rhythm. I made new friends through a local coding meetup. People who valued consistency, not drama. Dated casually at first, then met Sarah, a teacher who laughed at my bad jokes and actually communicated. No games, just mutual respect. Our first fight was over pizza toppings, resolved in 5 minutes with compromise. It was eye-opening. This is what normal feels like. I didn't think about Emily much anymore. She faded into the background noise of my old life. I'd built something solid, untouchable. Dignity intact, no outbursts or revenge plots. Just forward motion. Then karma started creeping in, slow at first, like a tide. I didn't seek it out. Mutual friends filled me in during occasional check-ins, the ones who'd stuck around after hearing my side. Turns out, Emily's upgrade with Jake fizzled fast. He'd seemed perfect, artsy, attentive, always down for spontaneous dates. But when she pulled her signature move, a silent treatment over him canceling plans for his own work, she expected him to grovel like I had. He didn't. Instead, he called her out. This passive-aggressive crap? Not my scene. Dumped her after 2 months, blocked her everywhere. Word got around their co-working circle. She earned a rep as high-maintenance drama. She bounced to dating apps, chasing that excitement she accused me of lacking. But her tactics bombed there too. One guy she dated for a few weeks told a mutual acquaintance. Everything was fine until I worked late one night. She ghosted me for days, then acted like I owed her an apology. Red flag city. He bailed, and she posted vague rants online about flaky men. Ironic, considering. Friends started distancing. Our old group chat went quiet on her after she badmouthed me as emotionally distant to justify the split. Truth spread. I hadn't cheated or yelled. I'd just been steady. A couple of them even reached out to me privately. Dude, we had no idea. She's unraveling. Professionally, it caught up. As a freelancer, reliability mattered, but her moods made her flaky. Missing deadlines during bad weeks, silent treating clients who pushed back. Gigs dried up. She lost a big contract after ignoring emails for days in a huff. Isolation set in hard. No stable partner, friends peeling away, family worried but enabling. Her mom, who'd always babed her, started venting to relatives about Emily's depression spirals. She wasn't eating right, sleeping all day, posting cryptic stories about regret and lost connections. It was sad, in a detached way, but not my circus anymore. Her attempts to crawl back started about 6 months in. At first, casual, testing the waters through an old email I hadn't blocked yet. "Hey Alex, hope you're good. Miss our talks. Coffee sometime." I deleted it, no reply. That sparked escalation. Voicemails on my old number, which I'd forwarded temporarily before changing. "Alex, it's me. I was wrong. Jake was a mistake. Your stability. I took it for granted. Can we talk? I need closure." I listened once, felt a flicker of old hurt, then erased them. But she ramped up. Text from a new number. "Please, Alex. I'm sorry. The silent treatments were stupid. I was insecure. You were the best thing I had." Desperation crept in. "I can't sleep thinking about us. Give me a chance to explain." When silence met her, anger bubbled. A late-night call. "How can you ignore me like this? After everything? You're heartless, Alex. I made one mistake, and you vanish?" Pathetic. Her family piled on, toxic as ever. Her sister DM'd me on a work-linked social. "Emily's a mess because of you. Man up and talk to her. She's family." Unpleasant guilt trips, implying I owed them. Then her mom. Oh man, that one stung logistically. She somehow got my new work extension, probably from an old resume floating around. and called during lunch. Alex, it's Linda. Emily's not herself. She's barely eating, lost weight, crying all the time. She regrets everything. Please, for old time's sake, reach out. You're a good man. Don't let her suffer. I paused, phone in hand, but felt nothing. No sympathy, no pull. Just indifference. Linda, I'm sorry to hear that. I said neutrally. Wait. No. Scratch that. I didn't soften it. The prompt said no, I'm sorry phrases. Rewind. I said firmly. Linda, that's not my concern anymore. Emily made her choice. I've moved on. Click. Hung up. Blocked the number. It was like closing a tab on an old browser. Done. The final nail came at our mutual friend Mike's wedding, about a year and a half later. I'd RSVP'd yes, knowing she might be there, but I was solid now. Walked in with Sarah on my arm. Us in matching outfits, laughing about the drive. The venue was this cozy garden spot, string lights twinkling. Emily was there, alone, looking gaunt, forced smile. She spotted me across the room during cocktail hour, eyes widening. Approached hesitantly while Sarah chatted with others. Alex, she whispered, voice cracking. You look good. Happy. Can we talk? Just for a minute? I've changed. I see now how toxic I was. Therapy's helping. Please, I miss you so much. Her desperation hung in the air, hands twisting her dress. Power reversal clear. She, the one who discarded me, now pleading. I met her eyes calmly. No anger, no warmth. Just facts. Emily, there's nothing to say. You wanted better. I hope you find it. But my life's full now. New job, new people, no room for old patterns. You're a chapter that's closed. She teared up, anger flashing. That's it. After 4 years. You don't even care how I'm falling apart. I don't. I said simply, indifferent as a stranger. Take care. Turned away, rejoined Sarah. Emily lingered a moment, then left early, mutual friends whispering. Later, Mike pulled me aside. Her mom called me yesterday, begging me to convince you. Said Emily's isolated, no dates sticking, job hunting. Wanted me to relay. Tell him I'm sorry, I'll do anything. I shrugged, genuinely unmoved. Tell her whatever, but I'm out. Vanished for good. And that was it. Her relevance erased. She's a ghost in my past now, while I'm thriving, free. Karma's poetic, Reddit. If you're in a similar spot, know this, dignity wins. Walk away, build better. You deserve it. Thanks for watching. Make sure to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. What do you think about this story? Share it in the comments.